Part 3. Young Adults' Quest for the Meaning of Life. Tribulations. Young adults experience considerable confusion, frustration, anger, and disappointment today in their journey to find the answers to these profound questions. Christians and non-Christians alike struggle to understand and pursue meaningful lives in a changing world in these end times. You often wander down many rabbit trails pursuing the truth. You come up with more questions than answers about the meaning of this life. Oftentimes, Christian young adults go through very dry and challenging periods in their faith. Inconsistencies abound as they try to figure out this life even through the eyes of their Christian faith. You search the scriptures for answers. You chat online with each other about the deeper things in life and the deteriorating world we live in. You pour your hearts and open your minds to seek God's truth and direction on life, death, love, relationships, salvation, prophecy, and living in the last days before Christ's return. There is much dispute and controversy over these topics. You talk about the rapture, salvation, evil, and the devil. The atmosphere is charged and mixed with anger, fear, worry, and desperation. Young adults diligently search for the answers, and this is good, but it also causes problems. You have the additional challenges of figuring out where to go to college, which major, and future career, while you are exposed to different ideologies, philosophies, and value systems. There are many types of situations you can get into as you embark on this difficult journey. There are many challenges and problems during young adulthood. The tribulations of young adulthood are often magnified in college. Many of you will go through considerable changes in your thinking as you enter academia during your time of new independence and freedoms apart from your parents. Some of you are prone to experiment in many areas like never before, some good and many times bad, depending on the individual's foundation, environmental pressures, and unique struggles. This formative time period in your lives occurs while you are impressionable and more easily influenced to go in directions that cause pain and hardship. Be careful not to be lured into sexual relationships, pornography, and liberal thinking. Experimentation with these new ways and ideas takes its toll on people. They begin to experience firsthand what Solomon described as vanity of all vanities as they dig deeper and experience life. Many young adults slip into that emptiness as they find out that all these newfound freedoms, including drugs, sex, and other enlightening experiences, enslave them and bring more problems than solutions. It is good to question and learn, so you move out and investigate this life, and for good reasons and causes. Quite often, young people move away from God in their pursuits. Does this sound familiar? Solomon. They hit that existential crisis. Solomon did. Young adults look intently for the answers to life under the sun, only to find emptiness, meaninglessness, despair, and hopelessness. Many who were weak or marginal in their walk with Christ fall away and pierce themselves with many griefs. Life does not make sense. Bad things happen to good people. The world is full of suffering and dying. The wicked prevail over the righteous. Injustice abounds. Many young people are zealous to change the world and begin to run into roadblocks everywhere. You argue and protest and even try to fight the good fight, but seem to get thwarted at every turn. Many give up and fall into despair and become pessimistic about life. They lose their witness. Young adults 18 to 30 years old face tremendous struggles. Many of you have serious questions concerning the existence of God, which sometimes generates anger, often directed toward yourselves and others. You experience a deep spiritual void and intense emotional pain over the meaninglessness of life. This can lead to depression, suicide, or violent behavior. You are searching for answers to a troubled self in a troubled world.